What's up, guys? I will be teaching you how to do a random password generator in Python. So first thing you do is import the Python library of random. Now you are going to have to make a variable with all of the uppercase letters in them. And then for the next one, you're going to make a variable for all the lowercase letters. And we do this very simply by making a new variable and just um, putting the lower method onto it. Now we are going to make a string of all the special characters that we plan on putting in our password. And now we are going to make another variable that will hold all of the numbers. Make sure that you put all the numbers in a string rather than um, just an int variable because we will be using them in a string. So the next thing you want to do is make a function for all of the user input. So first for your upper case letters, you want to cast an int um, type variable onto your input for all of the uppercase letters because um, we're gonna be using those numbers in calculations. You do the same thing for the lowercase, and you do the same thing for the special characters as well. Make sure you cast that int um, that int type variable on there, just so um, it can use those variables in calculations. And we do the same thing for the num type characters. Those are your numbers. So generally, this is what a strong password has in them. Um, so now what you want to do is you want to return these values and you want to put them into another function we're going to make next called passgen. Um, so those are going to be the parameters for our next function where we will be um, assigning those values to a new password string. So then you want to make your password function and you want to denote your parameters as the variables that the user has used for their input. And next you want to make a variable, a string, to hold your new password. So now what we want to do is we want to iterate over all of the uppercase, lowercase, special characters, and numbers by using for loops. And for each iteration of the amount that the user inputted, we want to add the randomly chosen characters and we want to add them to our new password string. We do the same thing for the lowercase letters. We use a for loop for the amount denoted by the user. And we just want to randomly choose the lowercase characters and we want to add them to our new password string. We do the same thing for the special characters. So for each for loop, we're just adding new characters on to our new password string. And we do the same thing for the numbers. It's important that we use different for loop variables, I, X, Y, and Z, so that there's no confusion in the program. So there we go. We randomly choose from the string of numbers, and now we want to because it's in a string, we want to make so strings aren't mutable, but lists are. So what we want to do is we want to cast a list type onto our new password string and to make it a list so that we can transform it, mutate it. So now what we want to do is we want to shuffle around all of the characters in that list because we don't want the uppers to be grouped together, the lowers to be grouped together, and so on. So we do a random dot shuffle on the newly listed password, and there are going to be some commas in there because it's a list. So we want to get rid of those commas by making a new variable and joining those characters without the commas. And we just want to return that. That's going to be our new final password. And then we just go to the top and we create our generic message telling the user what the program does. We make a message function, and we just make a greeting. Here is your new password generator. And now we want to, tell the user, what to do. And that would be them putting in the amount of each character that they want into the password. And here we are going to print the password by calling the user gen function, because the user gen function has the return of the pass gen function. And we'll see here that we try to run it, but it won't run because we didn't call the message function at the end. So here we're going to just write in quickly the message function, and it should run. There we go. And we just want to put in the amount of each uppercase, lowercase, special character, and number values that we want in our password, and we should get a successful password. And there we go, guys. All right, thank you.